most of us keep it on our upper knees. Go around. Boom. Then the Tree Motion came out. Had these lower knees. These work nice when you're on a spar for a long time. You can move it down, and it puts more of the pressure on your legs and buttocks and less on your lower back. But plus, if you go above shoulder height, you're supposed to automatically move it to these lower knees anyway. So that's in the manual. So if you're above this height, you're supposed to have it from there. And even if I lingered it lower, I traditionally like to move it there just in case I was to fall into it, because that's what these are designed for. That's a good use for those. And sometimes I like to have on some of my lanyards a traditional pulley like this. So if I got a limb where I have to body thrust a ways up and I'm moving up a limb, I like to move my lanyard here so it becomes a traditional climbing system then. And I can use that to body thrust up. Especially if you got a long lanyard, you can throw it up and work your way up a limb if you got to change your redirect or your tying point. So that's another good use there. And I climb on it most of the time here, but I move it around a lot. And I remember Taylor Hamill years ago kind of showed the thimble pursuit, but even before that, we were putting little Yates slings, that kind of thing on these, just so we could do this technique. And I even keep, this carabiner comes in handy if I want to use it as a chest harness. And I just move this to my lower knee here, and that can work that way too. But this carabiner also holds my thimble pursuit. So I'll use this a lot when I need a really long lanyard. And then just wrap it around, and you always want to move it to your center tying point. And you can go out a long way here and use the full length of your lanyard with this system. And even if sometimes people don't have a thimble prusic, and sometimes in a pinch, I just take this and I'll wrap it about 3 times. And I'll let it go up the spine here. And you see that, and that kind of works the same way. I've never had that slip, but you know, this you may consult your manufacturer with that, because I'm not totally sure if that's kosher with some standards. But I use it, never had an issue. And it's pretty easy to take on and off real quick. Another way I've used this too in the past is just I'll take a sling like this, and you can also do it this way. Just flip it directly onto there. So that'll give you a little more length as well. And if you really want to work that lanyard. This could happen in a situation where you're trying to get out to the ends of another limb without going all the way down and back out. And I've used this before to do that. It's not for all situations. And I've seen even in the past where people will put a carabiner here, then they'll run their tail. They'll have a 2-to-1 to come back on this system. I believe this was a Taylor Hamill CE lanyard years ago. And it's weird how a lot of this information was like just mainstream back then, but a lot of the younger, newer climbers may not be familiar with some of the stuff. So I just like to use my lanyards in a lot of different ways. And I also always like to have a second lanyard on my other side. So I have a working tool.